Morning. We're road tripping again. We are rediscovering Ontario because it is so gorgeous. You ever been to southwestern Ontario? Specifically, Kingsville, where we are right now, which is the most southern town in the entire country. And there is 19 wineries in this area. So we're gonna do a little celebrating at one of them, Pelee Island. Come on with me. Look at the color of that. A gorgeous rosé here at Pelee Island. And I don't know how we did it, but we were able to snag the Grand Poobah here at Pelee Islands. Presidents and winemaker, Walter, cheers to you.
Tim, welcome to Kingsville.
Cheers. Wow, that is fabulous. What is this, Walter? What's this wine here?
This is 100% Cabernet Franc,
Okay.
what we call free run juice. So these are long extracted before we put any pressure on. They're not pressed yet. And that's why you get that light, slightly pinkish color.
We cheers, but then we didn't drink. So that's against the rules, right? Well, oh, that's wonderful. Thanks for having us in the region. Because why is wine so great to be grown in this part of the country?
Tim, history in winemaking in this area goes back to the 1860s, 1880s. And one reason is the most southern exposure in all of Canada. So we're growing grapes on Pelee Island, about on the 42nd latitude. Same idea like Mendocino County or let's say Madrid in Spain or Rome in Italy.
Well, because it's a lot warmer down here, right?
It should be a lot warmer even today. Today is very windy, but
yeah,
you're right.
It's windy, but even like when we're coming from Hamilton, it's a lot warmer once you get down here. So Pelee Island to us, so it's out that way?
The correct way due south from here, about 18, 20 kilometers in the middle of Lake Erie. So we are in the western basin of the Lake Erie archipelago, we call it. And the other reason you started so nicely with the climate, the other one is the soil conditions. We are on the limestone base. Right. So especially viniferous European grape varieties enjoy limestone-based soils.
Okay, so then what type of grape then?
Invite more or less the Chardonnays, the Pinot Gris.
The Chardonnays, the Pinot Gris. There's a Pinot Gris, Pinot Grigio.
In red, between the Pinots, a lot of Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon.
Right, because they like that warm stuff.
They like it quite a bit of extra heat.
You got a really unique one over there, cooling down for us. What's that one there, Walter? In the cooler.
So the last, I would say, 10 years, we ventured out most on a more commercial scale into sparkling wine production.
Could we pour a little bit of that?
So this is
what it looks like?
Interesting. This is a Secco style wine.
And it's a twist off.
And it's a twist off. So we try to make it a little easier for our customers, so they don't get scared to get the wire hood off.
But sometimes they want that cork, and they feel they can't trust a wine without a cork.
Yes.
Can they trust this one?
You can always trust a wine with an aluminum cap because you will never get a cork taint. And it is so much easier. And what is also easier, especially with sparkling wine, is so much easier to close it again. So you can put it back in your cooler.
If you're not finishing the whole thing.
I don't think that's an issue with us. I can see that already.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Tim, thanks for coming.
Why Lola?
Why Lola? It's really just, I believe, a marketing idea.
Okay.
And it is...
It's nobody's daughter or anything like that?
And we would not admit it, even if it's true. And it's not somebody's girlfriend either, just that you know.
That was my next question! Oh, goodness.
I know.
I think we're trouble together. Uh-oh. But hey, you can come to the area and rediscover Ontario. You're one of 19 wineries.
We're one of 19 now down there. And if you go back to the last century, we had over 30-some wineries between Amesburg all the way into...
Even if you can't make it down here, you can be finding all these delicious wines in the LCBO around our parts. We're going to be hanging out in the area. We're going to do, I heard the pizza's pretty good around here.
Yes,
we might go to Windsor and check in on JP Weiser's.
Oh, that's the place to be.
We have quite the tour going.
And I'm glad you mentioned JP Weiser or Harry Walker in general. Mr. Walker had his summer residence here in Kingsville, and he had his private train bring him from Walkerville into Kingsville. I think it's an excellent idea to see Walkerville.
Okay. You know what we did? We cheers and I didn't drink again. So let's have
do it again. Salute. All the best to you.
Is there anything better than pizza? Right? Like, who's not a fan of pizza? If you aren't, I need to have a serious conversation with you because I consider myself a pizza connoisseur. There is a style of pizza that I have not had, and that would be Windsor-style pizza. So welcome back to Southwestern Ontario, everybody. We are on tour, rediscovering Ontario. I am happy to be joined by Professor Za. His name is Dean. Hello, Dean.
Hello.
We are in Armando's Pizza in Amesburg.
Correct.
Armando's is a pizzeria with how many locations in the Windsor, Essex area?
10 locations.
10 locations. How long have they been around for, Dean?
Just over 50 years.
Okay. What is it about Windsor-style pizza? Like, it's a different type of style than, let's say, Detroit style, than New York style, than Chicago style?
Yeah, absolutely. So Windsor-style pizza is definitely a regional pizza that's unique to Windsor. There's a lot of things that make it really, really good.
What's the history of it? Like, where's it go back to? Is there one person that we can credit for the Windsor-style pizza?
Yeah, Volcano Pizza would be responsible for starting this.
Volcano Pizza.
That's right.
That's a Windsor pizzeria?
Yes.
Okay. And everybody saw that what they were doing and then wanted to kind of replicate
Kind of branched
that.
out from there. A lot of the people started going out and opening their own places, and that's where you get the places we have today.
Amesburg's how far from Windsor?
About 25 minutes.
Okay, so but any of these towns in and around Windsor, Essex, it's all about Windsor-style pizza.
Oh, absolutely.
Any of the others, these chains, these well-known chains, don't do well in these towns because everybody wants this type of
That's
style.
right, yeah.
Okay. This is some of the best pizza in Canada, and it is one best pizza in Canada.
Correct.
Third best in the world.
Correct.
What are these two pizzas here we have in front of us?
So this one is your classic shredded pepperoni canned mushroom. This is what placed number 3 in the world. And
Okay.
then a Windsor staple, a super pepperoni, mushroom, bacon, green pepper.
Okay, so what makes best pizza in Canada? What is the most important thing in pizza?
Well, dough. You always got to start with the
Okay,
dough.
so what's special about this dough?
The water that's in the dough. The water is very unique to our area. It's very high quality. That's what creates high quality dough.
And when you're creating it, like you're obviously you're putting a nice crust around it.
Absolutely. So I stretch every pizza by hand. That leaves a lot of air left in the dough. It makes it fluffier, more tender, and it leaves you with this crust that you see here, where you can see there's actually life in it. There's air pockets.
Sauce.
Absolutely.
What's the sauce?
Sauce is, you start with a really good quality tomato, and again, it's the water.
It's a dark sauce though.
It's just the tomatoes where they come from. It's
Right.
the region, the way they grow.
Okay, cheese.
Galati cheese, #1 cheese. Everybody in this area, doesn't matter what pizza place you are, if you're part of the local family place, you're all using
Okay.
Galati cheese.
I've never. It's like shredded pepperoni.
That's right.
What's with that?
So I don't know the reason why they actually began shredding it, but I mean, you can see every bite that you take here is going to have pepperoni in it. The grease from this pepperoni has released to the entire pizza.
The mushrooms are unique too.
Yeah, so it's canned mushrooms, and I mean, I can tell you that started back because when pizza started here, there was no mushroom farms in the area, so they used canned mushrooms, and man, it just stuck.
Okay. This is. I'm pretty lucky here. Look at you got pizza and beer. What's the beer all about?
Well, Walkerville beer, amazing craft beer brewed down in Walkerville, Windsor. I only support local craft breweries. Very important to support people in your community.
Okay. Good talk. Can I try a piece?
Of course you can.
Okay.
You don't even need to ask.
I'm going in with this.
Dive in,
This
brother.
is Windsor style pizza. When you're coming to the area, you gotta come see my boy Professor Za. You can follow him on Instagram. What's your follow?
Professor Za.
Professor Za on Instagram.
That's right.
Oh man, hot damn. There's a nice chewiness to that. Oh, that's fantastic. All right, I'm going in for another bite. We'll continue our tour and rediscovering Ontario as we head to JP Weiser's next on Morning Live. Well, good morning, and we made it to Windsor. It's been a great morning making our way through southwestern Ontario, and if you're going to be in Windsor, it's rooted in history, and a lot of that history even dates back to Prohibition. So it's really cool to be at the JP Weiser experience and with master blender himself, Don Livermore. It's an interesting last name, Don.
Yes, it's ironic to the name, Livermore. I may be destined to be in the alcohol industry, I'm not sure.
Not only is he the master blender with JP Weiser, but you have your PhD in brewing and distilling.
Yes, and it helps me on a day-to-day level when we're making Canadian whiskey.
Exactly. Where are we right now, Don?
This is the Hiram Walker Distillery. It's the brand home to JP Weiser's, Lot 40, Pike Creek, and some exceptional brands, and one of the largest distilleries in North America.
Well, look at how many tanks do we have here, Don?
There are 39 tanks that are 190,000 liters in capacity. It ferments corn, rye, wheat, barley, all from the Essex County and Kent region.
And these are some of the finished products that we have in front of us. How many different products do you have?
Oh, that's a big question, but these are our main brands, which is Wiser's.
Is this the signature?
This is the signature brand for across Canada.
Oh, my dad would be so happy. He's a Wiser man.
Yes, and this is a blended whiskey, so it has corn and rye in it. So Canadian whiskey, we ferment each of the grains separately. We distill them separately, we age it separately, and then we put it together at the end. That's why they have a job like mine as a master blender.
How much has the recipe changed over the years, Don?
Oh, they're closely guarded secrets with the master blender. So, but we have tailor-made the whiskeys for decades. You know, some decades they want more corn-forward whiskey, which is lighter and smoother. And then other decades, we want more rye in it. So it's about hitting that target at that appropriate time.
What's this one here?
That's a blend your own whiskey kit. If you ever want to do my job, we are releasing a blend your own whiskey kit. It contains a base corn whiskey, a rye whiskey, and 3 blends that are have different barrel finishes on it. So you can take it home and you can be your own blender and your own scientist.
Who's this good-looking fella on the back here, Donnie boy?
Yeah.
Look at that, huh?
It looks great. Maybe when I was a little younger, but yeah, that's what's in the kit. Is that graduated somewhere?
Let's cheers. Let's cheers. I want to walk over.
Hey,
Mike, you want to come with us for a second? Because there's a lot of activity that are happening right now, and I want you to take us through what's in here right now, Don.
So this is a component to Wiser's Deluxe that's in here. It is a corn fermentation. It's about 24 hours old. So this is yeast that's taking sugar and making it into alcohol and carbon dioxide. So when you visually look inside of there, it looks like it's boiling.
Bubbling, it's hot.
No, it's not hot at all. It's actually the carbon dioxide that the yeast is making during the fermentation process.
Can we taste it? Okay, first of all, let's taste this. Cheers.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers to that. Dip that in there. I know we don't have much time, but I'd like to see that. I'll hold that for you. Because what are you going to be pulling out of there?
That is the corn mash. That's halfway through its process. So a lot of times we will look for the alcohol content, we'll look for the sugar content, we look for a number of different things as we evaluate this mash. And you can see there, if you touch it there, Tim, you can touch the side. It is cool. It's cool. It looks like it's hot, so a lot of times we do put her in there and we can taste. It's sweet.
Yep, sweet.
And it's fruity, and that's a lot of the flavors that I'm looking for as a blender that goes into the final product you're having there.
I swear, I didn't finish this. It looks like I finished it when he was doing that, but I thought he was going to pour it into here. Anyways, exciting times because the JP experience is coming back on. Okay? You can experience the taste, and eventually you're going to be able to do a tour here in Windsor as well. Very nice to meet you. Yep. Best of luck. I'd love to have your job. The Master Blender, Don Livermore here at the JP Wiser's, and we'll continue our tour of Windsor when we come back on Morning Last. Well, good morning and welcome back. We have had such a fabulous morning exploring so many things to do in southwestern Ontario. It's been a busy morning, but we finish off at Caesars Windsor, and I'm happy to be joined by Suzanne Tompkins. And Suzanne, this is a spot I've never been.
Oh, we're so happy to have you here.
Well, you walk into this area, it's just expansive and huge and massive, and you see all the colors behind us of the casino, because the casinos are back open.
Yes, they are. They're back open. We're so excited to welcome back our guests, both locally as well as tourists to come back to our region. It's a fun, happy place to be.
Caesars Windsor. So is there any other Caesars in the country?
Not in Canada. We are the only Caesars property in Canada, which brings it is a world-renowned brand, and it's something that we're very proud of to be the only Canadian property. It's iconic, and it's something that we just love to showcase when we're here.
Okay, besides the casino, there's a whole lot more going on in this building. Let's start with how many rooms do we have?
There's 758 hotel rooms.
Okay, now you guys have been pretty busy in the past 20 months when it wasn't really working and things were shut down?
So while we were closed, we were able to complete all the hotel renovations. So we have 2 towers here, and both towers are completely renovated. A lot of our rooms showcase the Detroit skyline, which is a beautiful view from the rooms. And really, it's a nice resort to come stay at. So you come and play on our gaming floor, you come have something to eat and stay in our luxurious hotel.
Okay, so let's go with the eat thing, because my cameraman Mike, he hasn't eaten today, and I don't know if you can hear, but his tummy is rumbling. Okay, so where are we going to feed my cameraman?
Well, first I'll let you know we have lots of options here at Caesars Windsor. So we have the Legends Bar, which is a wonderful place to be. It's got great sporting action. We have Cafe 377, which is a quick option, quick pickup service option. But where you guys are going tonight is Nero Steakhouse.
Yeah, buddy.
So our award-winning signature steakhouse. It is fine dining at its best. It's really something, it's where you want to be to celebrate, to have a great meal, impeccable service. It's the best restaurant.
We started the day drinking wine, and I heard there's quite the selection of wine there too.
Yes, we are very proud that we are the only restaurant in the city that has its own in-house sommelier.
Okay.
And we have an unrivaled wine selection.
Amazing. So I look forward to that. Okay, we're in an area here. This is the Cosmos Bar area. Not much is happening right now because it's the morning, right?
Yeah.
But there is a stage up here. Nobody's there now. But when are we getting back to performances and entertainment?
Well, first to tell you, Cosmos, this is the heart of our property, right? On the weekends, this is the place to be, and we are excited to announce that we are now scheduling live and local music here at the Cosmos stage, and it's just, this is where the action is on the weekends. The music is great, the atmosphere is great, it's very exciting. In addition to that, we're also very excited to announce that we will be announcing soon world-class entertainment back in the Coliseum.
Okay, so who we got? Just whisper.
I cannot
Come
say.
on.
I am not allowed. I'm not allowed. Not yet. You have
but
to
that's
wait.
soon. That's soon. That's
It
coming
is very
soon.
soon.
Okay.
Very soon.
Very nice to meet you. Happy that we're here and we get to experience this. And it's been a really nice day to experience southwestern Ontario, Windsor, Essex region. And you can experience this, and you can experience all the wonderful things in the province of Ontario because we are back open, baby. And check it out and fall in love with the province all over again.